Christmas, Chiefs Kingdom, and we got a game that we are about to kick off and tune underway here shortly. It may not be the Christmas game we anticipated, but you know, we're here. We're going to try our best to enjoy and evaluate players because if you were to ask me, I don't think we're going to have a very fun game to watch, but like I say, let's have some fun. What we're going to be zoned in here today is the rumors, the talk of the town. It's surrounding Travis Kelce and his potential last game in Arrowhead. If that is the case, if it is, a hell of a career. We'll see how it comes out. I hope he has a good game if it's going to be his last one, but he hasn't announced anything officially. He did have an interview today or with Tony Gonzalez, not today, but it was premiered today with him. Still under wraps and everything. We'll see how that all unfolds. Kickoff is about to go underway here shortly. So Broncos are going to start with the ball. Chiefs will start on defense, and we're just going to analyze this whole thing because I don't know what players are out there because it's definitely not our starters. Bucker's kickoff is underway. Let's have some fun. Mr. 100B, Teresa, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'm glad you guys can join me with this because we already know what we got ourselves in for tonight. Yeah, Teresa, as you mentioned, and as it's weird, like, I've come to the conclusion this may be his final year now that it is literally the Chiefs are out of the playoffs. You know this could be the final home game. It's really surreal at this moment. So I hope they target him a lot. I hope he has a good game. And if it is what it is, he'll go down as the best Kansas City Chief tight end of all time, at least in my opinion. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos right now. They almost had a sack, but they couldn't get home. It was a quick dump off pass to Harvey. He'll pick up 9. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. Again, kind of like what I talked for the Titans game, and we saw that debacle, a 2-12 team basically go in and destroy us on their home turf nonetheless, but making us look like the worst team in the NFL. And I expect the Broncos to do pretty much the same thing. I hope what Coach Reed, Nagy, and Spags are doing here is put those young players on the field, please. Let's analyze the talent we have here in the roster and see what we can build for 2026. Right now, the Broncos are facing a 2nd and 1. It's a run to Harvey. Harvey will pick it up. Chris Jones on the tackle for 6 yards there. But I really want to see that. Right now, it's looking like the majority of the starters that we typically see on defense. Only difference is you're not going to have Jalen Watson and you're not going to have Trent McDuffie as they were both placed on IR. So you're going to see a lot of Christian Fulton, and rightfully so. The Chiefs signed him to a 2-year contract this offseason. He played nothing this year. And if they do want to keep him next year, which is highly unlikely, but you do want to see what you have with him, best believe he's going to play every snap. And also I see Jaden Hicks out there early, which good sign to see. I want to see more of him as well. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos at midfield. Quick pass underneath. It's about like a 7 or 8 yard pickup by Bandy. Let me make sure I got this up and running for you guys today. That's one thing I wanted to make sure I had running was a scoreboard, because if that ain't going again, we gonna have issues. As you see, it's down there, but doesn't mean it wants to cooperate with me because we know how technology be going 9 times out of 10. Here comes 2nd and 2 for the Broncos. It'll be a handoff to Harvey. Fulton was there in the backfield real quick. That's something nice to see. I still think he picked up a yard, but good solid tackle, leg wrap tackle by Fulton to bring up a 3rd and short. Third and 2, actually, so we'll stop at the line of scrimmage. Teresa, no. Dameon Pierce, unfortunately, is not active. I'll get into that after this 3rd and 2, and we'll discuss. Hopefully, if the Chiefs stop, we can transition in the offense, but I'll still go in and discuss my feelings on that. Quick pass, easy pickup by Harvey. Good lead blockers by the tight end and wide receiver. But yeah, with Dameon Pierce being inactive, that leads you to believe he's going to be inactive against the Raiders as well. So what's the point of bringing him here unless the Chiefs really think they can sign him in the offseason and bring him back for 2026? But with that, I already know we're probably going to see a lot of Pacheco today. I really don't want to see that because I know he's not going to be on this roster next year because that's the rumors, reports, and honestly, what everyone believes. Let me see Brashard Smith take some handoffs, please. That's all I want. Last week he didn't even get one. Made no sense. Right here we have McLaughlin on a handoff. He'll pick up 5. A mini Hugh on the tackle. But those are the little things I want to see with this is Brashard Smith get some handoffs. Jalen Royals, the time is yours. Like, I know coaching is going to hold them back, but you have no Tyquan Thornton, no Rashee Rice. Nico Remihijo just got put on IR today, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Chiefs attack the return room today with kickoffs and punt returns. Who's going to be handling those? Maybe Brashard Smith and maybe Jalen Royals. We'll see how that evolves. But tonight's a lot of potential where we're going to see new faces, and that may be warming. Here comes 2nd and 4 for the Broncos. Quick pass to Franklin underneath. He'll pick up the first. I'm surprised Nick Bolton's out there. He was on the injury report this week, and I thought, I'm not saying he's injured, but I thought he'd be one guy they'd put on IR. Maybe that'll go towards next week. Because you had Nick Bolton and why am I drawing a blank? George Karlaftis. There you go. I was drawing a blank on that. They were both on the injury report this week, as probably the whole team. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos. It's a handoff to Harvey. Harvey does find a little. Ooh. I thought he found a hole, but Brian Cook met him quickly. That was a good play by Cook. And the Broncos are still playing for a lot here, which is why I think this is a real crucial game for Denver because they're still playing for that #1 seed, which they currently have right now. But after, to me, surprising loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars in Denver, that tightens things up a lot. So Denver's got a lot to fight for, and Kansas City's going to try to play spoiler. They're going to try to play the Grinch, which is weird to say. Here comes 2nd and 7 for the Broncos. Nix is passing, quick pass. The Chiefs have always stuck to the underneath pass, and that's the same here. This will bring up a 3rd and 1. Yep, so they officially clocked that at 3rd and 1. Let's see if the Chiefs can get a stop. I'm not buying it, but let's see. Nix could just scramble, can just do a QB sneak, and he is. And he got it. The Broncos are putting together a nice long drive already. It's already approaching 6 minutes. Gelati just got eaten up. Well, actually, everyone on that D-line almost got eaten up. QB sneaks are going to be hard to stop, but yeah, you got to get some pressure moving forward, and the D-line just got dominated. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 13, not yet near 1st and goal. It'll be handoff to Harvey. Harvey tries to bounce it out right, but Tranquil gets there. That's going to be pickup of a yard. Tranquil is another one I'm surprised to see out there. I mean, a vet, but also the Chiefs, if they wanted to save money, they can cut him this offseason. So they may be thinking, let's see what we have in Tranquil before we move forward. But also, you got to see what you have in guys like Jeffrey Bossa as well, the rookie. And I hope we get to see some snaps out of him today on defense, not special teams. And it was actually not a pickup of a yard, so they'll call this 2nd and 10 for the Broncos here at the 13. Mims is in motion. Nix is under center, ready to throw. Jones tries to break free, couldn't. Ingram picks up about 4. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6. Here we go. If you could play that solid bend but don't break defense after a 7-minute, 8-minute drive and allow them a field goal, that is a huge positive coming from the Chiefs defense. But let's see if they can make a stop on 3rd down. All right, here comes 3rd and 6. Your lead back is McLaughlin. He's a good screen back in this center. Nick's throwing, looking end zone. Incomplete pass. That was to Lil Jordan Humphrey. Chamari Connors was in coverage. Bo Nix wants to go for it. Let's see if Peyton's not agreeing with that. They'll go for the field goal here. So good. Hey, bend but don't break defense by the Kansas City Chiefs to start off. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. The Broncos, of course, got their plays. But if you could hold them to a field goal, that's huge. You see Bo Nix is real frustrated in Little Jordan Humphrey's route there. So just miscommunication. Three nothing. Hey, I can live with that after a first long drive. Now let's see if the scoreboard will want to work with me. Yeah, there we go. Whew, we are back in action. And one thing that's not highlighted a lot in this game, which should be, also I didn't watch a lot of pregame, so that's on me, or even talks throughout the week. It's kind of hard when the Chiefs aren't in the playoffs for me to watch any NFL media because I don't want to see everyone going in on the Chiefs. Oh, the dynasty is over. All this teams fall off. Yada yada. You guys already know how that goes. I'm not trying to see any of that, so I avoid it. But this is also a huge game for Chris Oladokun. I thought, honestly, for him coming in last week, he was pretty serviceable. He showed some promise, and he showed the mistakes he can make nonetheless. But to be a guy in his position who's always wanted to start a game, and now you actually have the chance where you probably never thought that was a possibility on this Kansas City Chiefs roster, huge kudos to him, and I hope he goes out there and balls out and does his thing. And if somehow, some way, we can play spoilers as Grinch, I'm all for it. But he gives me that little hype and like magic that Mahomes does. I'm not going to say he is Mahomes because he's nowhere near that. But you guys see him when he rolls out, when he scrambles with his legs. He brings more possibilities to this offense than I believe Gardner can. And I hope he does that today because Denver's pass rush is going to get after him. That secondary is elite as well. So Oladokun's going to be put in some positions. He's going to have to show that, hey, I am him, and I should be in this position. I should be a backup quarterback in the future because that's really what he's going to be fighting for these next couple games. Is he was a quarterback who's been fighting to be on a 53-man roster, to be fighting with the practice squad. Now he has a prime opportunity to show, I am a legit QB2 in this league. Let's make this thing go, and let's make this thing work. So if anyone's going to be a number one fan of Chris Oladokun today, it's going to be me. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but I am going to be hyped to see what kind of plays he makes. Hey, Ruben, it's good to see you in the chat, and Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great holiday today, and I hope you ate a lot of good food and getting ready for this Chiefs game. Right now, we're coming back from commercial break. They're showing Coach Reed's resume like he's the one about to retire, where they showed his punt, pass, kick. Then they showed his Eagles tenure. Now they're showing his Chiefs tenure. Hell of a career. I don't think he's hanging it up in next couple of seasons, though. Kickoff is underway. Who is your return man here? It is Brashard Smith. He'll take it to the 26. Here we go. Chris Oladokun's first ever start. He was a 7th-round draft pick from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last week, it was game manager-esque. 11 of 16, 111 yards. He did take 4 sacks, but what do you expect when the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line isn't at full strength? Patrick Mahomes is there. Oh, and so is Gardner Minshew. They're both in the box. Okay. They want to see what Chris Oladokun's about. Worthy's in motion. Hand off to Pacheco, of course. He'll pick up his 2. Mr. Wonderby, I feel everything you are feeling, honestly. Like, I don't care if we lose every game, but for whatever reason, I kind of do want to win this one. This would be cool because Denver's in the playoffs. You can really mess with their number one seed. And Denver Bronco fans on social media have been acting like they're playing Patrick Mahomes today, and they're about to take out the dynasty. Like they don't even focus on football. So it'd be cool to shut them up. Pacheco, another run right here. Good, powerful run by Pacheco. He'll pick up 8 to make it 3rd and short. I love, and we're going to see a lot of that today. I wouldn't be surprised if Isaiah Pacheco or if the Chiefs team in whole, one way they can win this game or make it a competitive game is if they have 25 rushes in this game. And it'd be kind of bittersweet because you won't run the ball with Patrick Mahomes, but it takes you to get to your 3rd string quarterback to run the ball. Crazy. This will be another run here to Kareem Hunt. Watch. Yep. And Kareem Hunt got it. And he's still pushing forward. Hey. Solid run. I guarantee you we're going to become a run team these next 2 games. And we're going to be like, why couldn't you do this all year? This was the way for us to win games. Yeah, Teresa, exactly. There was positive news on Minshew though. He didn't tear his ACL. It was just a knee injury, so he is out for the rest of the year. But he avoided a serious injury like Mahomes, so that's good on his end. Here's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 40. Another run to Pacheco, and Pacheco picks up another yard. It looks like. Hold up, before I just assume things. Okay, initially I thought Trey Smith was hurt, but he got back up. It looked like he took a little while to get up off the field. Hey, me and Mahomes have the same hat. That's cool. Here comes 2nd and 9 from the Chiefs. He's throwing his first pass of the game. He's scrambling, getting out of the pocket. Quick pass to Worthy. Worthy breaks the tackle. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Oh, it's incomplete. Worthy, what? What did you... Worthy, did you just not know where you were at? And this is the thing why Worthy needs these snaps. I saw your comment, Mr. 100B. I know you saw your response. Going into back-to-back years now, Worthy just does not have that field awareness, which you wish he kind of had at this point, which is frustrating. But the hat that Mahomes is wearing, he's actually wearing this hat, which is kind of cool. I was like, I found this small shop, and I saw this arrow that he had on the side. I was like, oh, that's kind of dope to see. Oladokin, he's dropping deep, going deep. That's pass interference. It was uncatchable, though. I'm not going to fight for that call. I get what Chris Oladokin was doing there. He got drilled. Oladokin, we're going to need you to survive this game. All right, here comes Ariza, who's had a pretty positive year this year. He's worked on his accuracy and getting it pinned inside of the 20. He does have a leg like hell, so let's see what he does here. Mims is a dangerous return man as well. He breaks Joshua Williams' tackle. Got tackled at the 19. Okay. That would be something, Mr. 100B. You didn't just lose to the worst team. They dog walked you. And then if somehow, some way you could pull this out, that's literally just the story of the NFL. That's why they say it's a 1 week thing. It changes week in and week out. With this, probably going to be a defensive battle, nonetheless. I hope Spags unleashes the Hounds, too. Like, I saw that against the Titans. Now, Titans and Broncos are 2 different teams. And Cam Ward does the most sack quarterback in the league, but they were getting back there. And I hope that's the case today, too. And I know it's as hopeful as I am for all this happened. It's lucky the Chiefs may score 3 points in this game. I am so realistic with that too. Because the Chiefs will try to want to establish this as a run game if they're still in the game, because I know, unfortunately, you don't want your third string quarterback throwing the ball too much. And if it gets to that position, it could get ugly. So let's see what unfolds here. But that's why I expect Pacheco to get a lot of carries, unfortunately. I'd like to see Brashard Smith get carries, but we didn't see that in the first series. Oh, they're playing the old M&M commercial. Okay. This was back when I saw this in like 2006. Oldie but goodie. Okay, now we're back from commercial break. They got the elf on the shelf. Actually, the elf on GEH field. That's actually kind of creative that they did that. Went all the way up there to do that. Oh, they actually got the elf near. Is he our drum honoree tonight? I think it was actually Trent Green. All right, here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 19. They did put together a nice solid first possession drive that ate up 7 minutes, but they only got 3 out of that. Bo Nix is rolling out, looking deep, going deep. He had a wide open man, but threw it behind him, and that would have been Mims. It's just that zone coverage. Fulton didn't follow through. Cook should have been there sooner, so that's what zone coverage, the responsibility should have been on Cooks to get there quicker, but it's incomplete nonetheless because of a bad pass by Nix. This will bring up 2nd and 10. Trotman in the slot, handoff. Oh no, Nix kept it. Gelati's back there. He'll lose a yard with Gelati and I believe Noel Williams to clean that up. So 3rd and 11. We got a 3rd and long, Chiefs Kingdom. We know how that unveils. That's one guy we will see a lot of, and we started seeing a lot of too, is Gelati. I hope he makes some positive plays today. That's a good start. Oh, this fan's losing his mind. I appreciate that. For a 6th and 9 team, do your thing. Get loud, Arrowhead. Bolton showing the blitz. Minihue breaks free, tries to track down Nix. Nix going deep. Whoa. Ooh, was that picked? Did Bolton get that? I will say, if Bolton came up with that pick, one hell of a pick, but highlight Christian Fulton, who was actually first 2 possessions had 2 positive plays, but this is a hell of a diving deflection by Fulton. And then let's see if this is a pick. That is hell of a play by Fulton. Did he catch this? Was he in? That's a pick. That's a catch. Hell of a catch by Bolton, but Christian Fulton, who we've been dogging on all year because he hasn't been on the field, just made a hell of a play. He put effort, all his effort in that deflection. Interception is confirmed. What a play, boys. That was hell of a play. Yeah, Mr. 100B, I know a lot of Chiefs Kingdom, including myself, have our thoughts on Clark Hunt, to say nonetheless. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 35. It's a handoff to Pacheco. Pacheco picks up 3. This is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs offense today. I would love to say the Chiefs are in field goal range, but we know how Bucker maneuvers. All right, here comes 2nd and 8. It was actually a 2-yard run. Denver showing blitz. Quick pass to Noah Gray. Noah Gray picks up 2. So this will bring up 3rd and 7. Right now, the Chiefs, all they're hoping for here is literally for a run or a short pass to break. They'll give them 3, so it'll be 3rd and 6. As if you're in Chris Oladokin's spot right now, just don't take a sack, and you just hope you pick up 6 yards. If not, you're in Bucker range, and then you let it fall on Bucker. If Bucker misses, that's on him. But you don't take a sack and get him out of the range. So let's see what the Chiefs will do here. Kelsey's lined up at the top of your screen. You got Worthy and Hollywood in the slot. Oladokin scrambles, throws, finds Kelsey. What a play by Oladokin. Staying calm, composed in the pocket, scrambles, and finds Kelsey. That was impressive. What a play by Oladokin. It seems basic, but for a guy who's fighting to be on the practice squad on 3rd and 6, pocket collapses, you get out of that pocket, and you find your go-to guy, which is the 36-year-old veteran tight end, Hall of Famer, and Travis Kelce. And here comes 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Oladokin is throwing. He's scrambling again. He'll use his legs. He was sliding. They're not going to give the late hit. He'll pick up 3. I love that Oladokin, to me, he was sliding. But it is what it is. We know how refs have been this year. Can't depend on that. I like Oladokin because he provides that mobility with his legs that I believe more than Gardner can. All right, here comes 2nd and 6. It was actually a pickup of 4. He'll hand it off to Pacheco. Pacheco will pick up another 3. So that'll end the first quarter. We will start the second quarter with a 3rd and 2 by the Chiefs. They are driving. They are in field goal range. The score is only 3-0. This is the kind of game I expected. Right now, the Chiefs' defense is playing stellar. First drive, it was a long drive, allowed almost an 8-minute drive, but bend but don't break. You allowed a field goal. And then Christian Fulton with the play of the game so far in the first quarter with a diving deflection that then fell in the laps of Nick Bolton for an interception. We don't see turnovers. So the fact we get a turnover here was a very nice sight that set the Kansas City Chiefs up in good range to where that now they are driving for possibly putting points on the board. Mr. 100B, you just want me to talk on this. Yeah, and I get it. No, I don't understand. I mean, no, I don't understand it. Because my first thought with it is after I had my first experience in Arrowhead, it was so unreal. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Chiefs fan, but these older stadiums with history behind it are now becoming a dying breed, as you can mention with the Bears Stadium and Soldier Field as well. They're looking to get a new stadium. And then even the team we're playing right now, the Denver Broncos, they're about to get a new stadium. It's like every ownership for these teams just want domes. They just want to build the nice, popular stadium to hold a Super Bowl and make sure a Super Bowl comes through their stadium, which to me, it makes no sense. Honestly, why would anyone want to come to Kansas City for, to a Super Bowl? I would rather my team be representing us in a Super Bowl than the city representing the whole NFL in a Super Bowl. And that's what the Chiefs have been doing. And I think that has lost focus. I don't know. Because it was weird saying when he said, oh, we can have Final Fours here, we can have Super Bowls and stuff. you already have a team who's been in the Super Bowl and actually been representing the Super Bowl well. So why do you need to have the stadium? I mean, if your long-term thought was like, oh, the Chiefs can play a Super Bowl in their own stadium, one, that's so hard to determine. Like, it doesn't make sense. Now, if you just wanted to renovate and remodel at Arrowhead, I know a lot more fans will be open to that. And I know, too, it comes with the whole political thing and voting, too, which I'm not going to get into because I don't know much of, but that's it. That's a head case in its own. But I know for sure, I don't know if I can make it a possibility, but I definitely got to keep making trips to KC to see the Chiefs while they're in Arrowhead, a way to keep watching now for these next 5 years. Because once they do move and they get that new stadium, I used to live in Vegas, so it's going to be like Raider tickets, where it's going to be hard as hell to get a game ticket to watch a game. So definitely got to take advantage of it while you can. And we're back from commercial break. It is 3rd and 2. Kareem Hunt is in the game. Oladokin, if all else fails, just use your legs. Juju is in motion. It's 3rd and 3, actually. Let's see what Oladokin got up his sleeves. Quick pass to Kelsey. Kelsey didn't get it. You're 6 and 9. Go for it. 4th and inches. You're 6 and 9. Fuck it. Go for it. Go for it. Fuck it, Reed. Go for it. Show them what you want to do with a 3rd-string quarterback. That's right. There you go. Just give it to Kareem, honestly. They know it's going to go to Kareem, so it'll probably be stuffed. But let's see. I'll take Kareem's chances here. Noah Gray in motion. Hand off to Kareem. Kareem got it. That's what I like to see. You ain't got nothing to play for. What a block by Kelsey. The tight end who doesn't block was the one who had the lead block for Kareem Hunt on that 4th and 1 and opened up a little hole. Oladokin roll out, find Kelsey, give him a touchdown in his last Arrowhead game. Oh, it is a rollout. Ooh! I swear, Oladokin be doing the Mahomes-esque. He has to just be in Mahomes' bag when he's on the practice squad or in camp. Because it was a rollout, try to avoid the defender, throws it away, smart call. But he's got that. He's got that magic in him. At least he tries to have some magic in him. Here comes 2nd and goal. Prime Coach Reed, though. I would have ran on 1st and goal. Don't get too greedy with it. Pacheco's in the game. It is a handoff to Pacheco. He'll pick up a yard because it's Pacheco. Which brings up a 3rd and goal. Yeah, Mr. 100B, when it comes to these billionaires, they don't care about the team. They don't care about the teams. They don't care about the fans. They care about what makes them money, which I guess rightfully so on their end. Travis Kelce is in the game. Let's see if Oladokin looks his way. Let's see if the line gives him time. Brashard Smith is in the game for the first time today. Quick pass to Smith. Get there, Smith. Brashard Smith. I believe that's his first touchdown of his NFL career. What a great catch. What a great play to break a tackle. Look at him go. And the Chiefs got a lead in this game. That is something I didn't think I'd be saying tonight. That's how you need to use Brashard Smith. Love it. Look at them hyping up Chris Oladokin there. Is that his first NFL passing touchdown? I believe it has to be. Yep, it is. Al Michaels just confirmed that. Bucker, you missed this shit, I swear. Nah, he's dead center. And look at Oladokin go. There's a flag on the play. I think it's the first flag of the game. It's got to be unsportsmanlike conduct because all these players are in each other's bag right now. Offsetting personal foul, so this will take place on the kickoff. Look at Kelsey. He's even hyped on the sideline. That's the most hype I've seen Kelsey on the sideline in the last few weeks. Good shit, Brashard Smith. I'm happy to see his first touchdown. You got QB1 in the box too, happy about it. What a great drive, and that's something we rarely see from the Kansas City Chiefs, even with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. No disgrace to Patrick Mahomes whatsoever. It's been in the office in general. They struggle to take advantage of good opportunities where they may miss field goals, not get any points after a turnover and short fields. This is what we needed to see all year. You get an interception, you have short field, get a touchdown, take the lead. That's what we've been wanting all year, and we finally got to see it. So that's a nice breath of fresh air. Now can they keep it? Can they play consistent football here? Defense has been doing their thing. Keep playing the bend, but don't break defense here. And I would start making Bo Nix feel uncomfortable. Spags, I'm calling your number. Oh, I didn't change that. Let's change that. We are in the second quarter now. There we go. I don't even want the play clock on. Let's see if I can get that updated too. See what we're doing here. Show title. No, I don't want to show play clock. Did that come off? Perfect. That's updated the way I want it. Mr. 100 being, yeah, like you heard me to start this. Like, what a game this could be for Chris Oladokun here. Someone who probably never imagined being a starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs because you got the GOAT right there, and then you're also falling behind. And one, you didn't even make the active roster. And all these dominoes fall into place that you're the starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day. This is a huge opportunity for him. It's literally put it all out there and put your name out there, put some tape out there for someone to want you or for Coach Reed to believe in you to be a backup QB for the Chiefs next year because everyone thinks there's questions regarding the Kansas City Chiefs and if Patrick Mahomes will start next year. Patrick Mahomes already had the surgery. He's already done his thing. He's already rehabbing. I think he's ready week one because no one's wired like Mahomes. But let's say to have that confidence, I'm a number one Chris Oladokun fan today no matter what happens because I want to see him succeed. Kickoff is underway from Bucker. This is returnable. Let's see what McLaughlin will do here. He does find a hole. He does find space. He'll be tackled around the 33, 34. Yeah, Ruben, exactly. Keep it simple. One thing, if this is going to be a close game, run the ball and let Oladokun make his plays, dink and dunk, and open up the field, and play good, solid defense. The Chiefs may have a chance to win this thing. Because literally the only reason we've discussed, I don't care if the Chiefs lose out. I really don't. But it would be so cool to see Chris Oladokun get a win in his first start against the Denver Broncos and ruin their number one seed potential. Jeffrey Bossa's in the game too. Okay, now we're doing shit I want to see. Here's 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Connors is showing blitz. They come out of it. Roll out. Amenahue whiffed there on Ingram, but he ends up getting the tackle. He'll pick up 9. Okay, we're playing these young players now. This will bring up a 2nd and 2. That was a pickup of 8. You got Mike Pennell and Jerry Tillery as your defensive tackles right here on this snap. Bossa's still in the game. Cool. It'll be a handoff to the fullback. He'll pick up the first. He'll pick up about 3 or 4. I want to see Boss on a blitz. He brings that speed. He reminds me, his tape in college reminds me a lot of Willie Gay. And I want to see him put in those positions like Willie Gay. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 46. Play action. Noel Williams on the blitz. Incomplete. Bossa was in coverage, but it was a little too outside of reach for Harvey. Marvin Mims is coming on the field. You usually know when Mims is on the field, it's either going to be a reverse to him, find him in open space, or a shot to him. His speed is lethal. Second and 10 for the Broncos. Mims is in motion. It is going to be run to Harvey. Harvey busted out. Ooh, Brian. No one brought him down, though. He withstood that hit. He probably still picked up 3 or 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Ruben, and I appreciate that. It can be just as easy as giving us a victory on Christmas that none of us expect. It was actually a pickup of 2. He probably went out of bounds earlier than I thought he did. So 3rd and 8. Come on, defense, do your thing. They're showing blitz. They got Knowles as a corner blitz, it looks like. Will he be actually blitzing? No, he comes out of it. Chris Jones tries to break the pocket. Going deep. What a catch. Oh, incomplete. Sutton don't drop those. Sutton don't drop those. Now would have been a good learning experience for Knowles there, but huge 3rd down stop. I will take that. Again, Nix isn't. That was a hard catch, but we've seen Sutton make those kind of catches. Nix is not accurate tonight. All right, here comes the punt underway. Arrowhead is loud. You love to hear it. Punt is underway. I believe Brashard Smith is the punt returner too, and he is returning it. Okay, he'll take it to the 19. He fielded it around the 10. Ruben, yes, Bossa. I love him for his speed. That's why I want to see him get these snaps, because I literally believe in the future he can be our Willie Gay in the linebacking core. And if anything, don't mean it. I love Drew Tranquil, but if you need to cut a contract and save money, I believe Bossa can fill that role too. And the Chiefs are back on offense with the lead in the 2nd quarter. Who would have thought it? Right now, the defense is playing good football here. And I don't know if it's what Spags is drawing up to confuse Nix, or honestly, I don't like Nix as a quarterback. I will say it. Yes, he may come out with a victory tonight, and he's beaten us with backups before, but I think he's overhyped as it is. And everyone is on that train just because of how good it is, but not saying he can't be good or great in the future, but he's got a lot of room for improvement. And we're seeing it here too with how inaccurate he is tonight, because if he was more accurate tonight, a lot of these Broncos drives would keep going on. Like if he would hit Sutton in stride, who knows what that would have been. Ruben, yeah, you're speaking my language. Like, that's literally what Bossa reminds me of. I believe Bossa could be so fun in this defense. I want to see more of him out there. So this game and the Raiders game, I expect to see him more on the field. I thought we'd see him against the Titans. We really didn't get to see that, but I'm glad to see him in the 2nd quarter here. I want to see what. That's what's going to draw me to frustration, and I didn't even think about it. We haven't seen Jalen Royals on the field yet today. I want to see him get a snap. I want to see what the kid can do with the ball in his hands. Like, he needs to grow. He needs the experience out there. Put him out there. Hey, Ruben, I'm not arguing with you on that whatsoever, because that's not a bad take. I think right now he's riding a very good defense with the Denver Broncos and a great, solid coaching staff, which nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean he's an elite quarterback, is what everyone's claiming he will be. Showing Kelsey's records and all that, making it seem like it's the end. It could be. He does have a lot more energy tonight, too, so go out on your shield, if anything. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Chiefs right now at the 18. Pacheco is your lead back. Worthy is in motion. Hand off to Pacheco. Pacheco does have room. Pacheco has room. Man, he did pick up 12. That was a solid run by Pacheco to, I don't know if he missed the defender out there, if the defender over pursued, but led to a great solid run. First and 10 for the Chiefs at the 31. Pacheco still in. Handoff to Pacheco again. That one didn't go good. He'll lose a yard. Jared Wiley is out there as well. Someone who I'd love to see the ball in his hands more. I mean, with the potential of Travis Kelce retiring, you might want to see what you have on your roster with guys like Jared Wiley, Noah Gray. I think Brenning Stool is also active for this game. They actually didn't say Pacheco lost a yard, which is crazy, but I'll take it. 2nd and 10. Quick screen. Oh, no. Worthy didn't know where that ball was going at all. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Yep, Ruben, that's a typical Isaiah Pacheco, unfortunately. All right, 3rd and 10, 3rd and long. Let's see if Reed has something up his sleeve here. Let's see if Oladokin can make some magic here. Kelsey is lined up in the slot with Juju and Hollywood Brown. Quick pass to Hollywood Brown. It was short of the sticks, about 2 to 3 yards. He threw it behind him. If he would have hit him in stride, it may have had a potential to be 1st and 10, but the Kansas City Chiefs will punt here. Yeah, Mr. 100B, that was a good solid run. And one good play call that we don't see typically, where it's under center run, hand off to Pacheco at full steam and let him make a play, and he took advantage of it. We want to see more under center runs. We just, who knows? I wish I had the answer for that. I really do. I don't know why Coach Reed don't like to use that up his bag. Ariza's punt is underway. There's a flag. This will go in the end zone, though. Let's see who the flag is on. We may get blocked in the back. Holding on the receiving team, so that'll back him up. Defense, keep doing your thing. I'm enjoying this today, but what the defense is doing. And also the offense has been made entertaining as well. So I can't. Right now the defense is still in the show, but Oladokin's been making plays. We've been seeing a glimmer of hope on this roster. So better than what it looked like against the Tennessee Titans. That's for sure. I mean, we already got a turnover in this game. Now I just bring Bo Nix to the ground. I want sacks. I've been enjoying this defense. Keep it. Nix doesn't seem like he wants to stretch the field right now. He had a pass where he did want to initially, and then his pass that we scrambled and tried to stretch the field ended up being a beautiful deflection by Christian Fulton for an interception. So he's been dinking and dunking it. Let's keep making him uncomfortable. Ruben, it's not a dream currently. It's not no Christmas miracle either at this point. If you would have asked me if I was to turn the game on in the second quarter, I would think the Denver Broncos would have been winning 21-3 with the roster we have right now. But the fact we're up 7-3, I'm taking that all day, every day. Yep, let's add a couple sacks to this now. Let's terrorize them. Everyone talks about Denver having the best defense in the NFL. I'm not saying the Chiefs defense comes anywhere close to it, but hey, show them that you got the better defense out there. You still got you. There's probably more starters on the Chiefs defense than starters on the Chiefs offense right now. So Chris Jones, go make plays out there, and these young guys just follow suit. I hate that dumbass stat, which I'll get into after this first and 10 play. First and 10 by the Broncos. Nix rolling out, quick pass, what he's been doing all day. I pick up a 4 or 5. So the stat I hate the most is they showed Bo Nix is ranked second for most touchdowns in a quarterback in its first 2 seasons. Herbert has 56, Nix has 53. The reason why I hate it is because Mahomes, they count his rookie season and then his first year. But if you count his true first 2 seasons, no one comes close to that record. So here comes 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. It's a handoff to Harvey. Harvey tries to bust it out. Actually, that's McLaughlin. He'll pick up 2 or 3. So this brings up another 3rd down, which the Chiefs actually have been playing pretty positive today so far. Let's see if they can get another stop here. 3rd and 3. The Broncos' short pass game has been working, so hopefully the Chiefs can get a stop here. I wouldn't imagine a quick little rollout to the tight end pass. Mims is in motion. Wouldn't be surprised if the ball gets in his hands for a screen. Chiefs are showing blitz. Will they commit to it? Nope, it's a 4-man rush. Good pass by Nix. I'll give it to him there. Let him. Sutton will pick up the first. Noel Williams has got to play more closer in coverage on those kind of routes when you know all he's going to do is just a quick slant. And that's just too much space right there. He never even touched him. You can't be falling for Courtland Sutton going deep on a 3rd and 4th. Rookie mistakes, you'll learn it. So this will bring up a 1st and 10 on the 23. Play action, looking deep. No one's there. He's scrambling, trying to get out. He'll just throw it away to bring up 2nd and 10. Teresa, right? They really do. And that's the stat they like to show the most with these young quarterbacks. The most touchdowns in their first 2 seasons. And Mahomes is nowhere on that list because he didn't play his rookie year. But if you actually track it, no one will ever come close to Mahomes' first 2 seasons unless someone throws 55 touchdowns their first year. All right, here comes 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. Connor's showing blitz. Will they commit to a blitz? Franklin's in motion. Play action. It's a quick screen. Harvey has space. Good tackle by Bolton. It'll be only a pickup of 4. So we got another 3rd down. You get a stop here with the clock under 6 minutes. You have a kind of opportunity for double points where you get ball at half. So, not saying, but I'm saying. Let's see what the Broncos can do on 3rd and 6. Got to watch for those quick short passes. Cortland Sutton's probably going to be his main guy. If not, it's going to be a quick pass to his running back. You got Christian Fulton on Sutton. Scrambling. He has open field. The Chiefs bit for that crazy. Man. He ran. He picked up 15, but I wish Nick Bolton... He was playing really loose with that football, and Bolton tried to swipe it. It could have been an easy fumble, just not time there. But also, too, with that, Bolton played very lazy with that because you're probably the spy, and you did terrible not thinking Knicks would run there. First and 10 for the Broncos at the 42. They are driving now. Quick pass. Good solid tackle by... Well, if he ever tackles him, I guess. By Connor, he picked up about 3. You got Mike Edwards now in the game with Brian Cooks. You guys know how I feel about Mike Edwards. He's iffy. He can get burned deep. But also, he can make interceptions too. So let's see. Mims, this is going to be a quick pass to him. Can someone get there? Ooh, that was a good solid block. Christian Fulton tried to get there, but the lineman just leveled his ass. That's a first down. I remember back in the day when the Chiefs were so good at stopping those screen passes. Now it seems like those screen passes for the opposing team easily picks up first downs. That was a solid. That block changed that that possession because Fulton would have been there. All right, first and 10 for the Broncos at the 47. They are driving now. Oh, Jerry Tillery, what the fuck are you doing? That's encroachment all day, every day, or offsides, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh. Never mind. There's a reason why Jerry Tillery was offsides. They'll call that a false start. Oh, yeah? Oh, wait. Maybe I was confused. I was looking at the other guy. I don't know what the fuck going on. Never mind. The twitch in his thumb? Is that what we're calling? I don't know. All right, first and 15. Whatever. Roll out by Nix. He's going to have all day. He's looking deep. They miss him again. He'll pick up about fucking 9 or 10 yards to bring up 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. This defensive line is atrocious. Something we're going to talk about more this offseason. We just need to learn to get home. All right, 2nd and 6. Mims is in motion. Fulton is on him. You got Edwards over the top. 4-man rush. It's a handoff to McLaughlin. He'll pick up 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 again. With 2:30 left. This could go to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I believe this will go to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, they don't look like they're... Yeah, Mr. M100B, and that's something McDuffie was very solid with. I was going to say early in his career. He's still young as shit. But it feels like it dropped off a little this year. And I don't know if that's just scheming on the defensive wise, but man, it seems like screens have been eating us up this year more than usual. But McDuffie, he knows how to sniff them out for sure. Right now on a 3rd and 1, two things the Chiefs have got to look out for is the run, of course, and then if you're on blitz, you got to get home because Nick's is going to use them legs to keep this drive alive. Ruben, that's the rumors, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. We've seen Brett Veach make some trades to get extra draft pick for whatever it may be, to get extra draft capital or to add players as well. The way it's looking, kind of like as I discussed in the previous stream, is are the Chiefs really going to lock down Trent McDuffie at $30 million a year? I don't think so. So if that's the case, you might as well trade him now and get the most you can for him, because what if he has a bad year next year? Then you're not getting first-round picks. I really believe the Kansas City Chiefs can get a first-round pick for him, because it's going to be hard. They're tight with the cap right now, and I'd like to say re-sign him, and I wouldn't be mad if they re-signed him either. But, I mean, he's a solid cornerback, one of the best in the league, no doubt about that, excels in the slot. He's going to want to be paid top dollar like an outside cornerback, and I can see Veach and them going back and forth with that to where it leads into a possible trade. And I wouldn't be mad at that either, because this team needs a good restart, and if it takes trading players to build a team, I'm for it. And two, I love Trent McDuffie. I don't know how much of a game changer Trent McDuffie is. And yeah, that's just my perspective on it. And yeah, Ruben, that's been the thing too. We know Veach is not going to pay top dollar for a cornerback. I mean, if he chose to re-sign one cornerback this offseason, it's going to be Jalen Watson. And Jalen Watson is a solid cornerback, but he knows he doesn't have to break the bank for Jalen Watson. Unless Jalen Watson has a high command this offseason, which could be likely too. Here, we're back from commercial break. 3rd and 2 to start the 2-minute warning. Harvey's lined up as a wide receiver. McLaughlin is your lead back. Handoff to McLaughlin. He has a hole. And he breaks up about fucking 13 with Gelati there. So I jinxed this drive. I said the Chiefs are doing good on 3rd down. They've allowed 4 3rd downs on this drive. That went to go bite me in the ass. This is a really solid drive by the Denver Broncos right here. They're at the 24, 1st and 10. Mims is in motion. Clock running down. Get there, Karlaftis. He doesn't. Ooh. Intercepted? Oh, no, that's a catch. They're just making plays, and one, I hate fucking zone coverage. I really do. Connor's out of position like usual. I'm surprised Noah Williams couldn't take that ball out of his lap, because it was just there, and he went for the hit. This is looking like a touchdown drive for the Broncos. There's 40 seconds left. Can the Chiefs defense make a stop? We'll see. Ooh! Fulton really wanted that interception. That would have been a good deflect. He hummed that into Sutton, and it was deflected in the air, and Fulton really wanted that pick, and that would have been going on to a beautiful night for Fulton too. And one, that would have been a touchdown probably, because Fulton's out of position. Connor's nowhere there. That would have been a Denver Bronco touchdown with the open space Sutton had. Look at Chris Jones like, who the fuck you pushing? Don't make him mad, Knicks. He'll come after you. 33 seconds left to go until half. Corner blitz. He's not in. Sutton said he caught it. I don't know if his feet were in. This is going to be a hell of a catch. Let's see. Sutton makes these catches. I don't think his toes were in, though. Third down. The Chiefs have allowed 4 third downs on this drive. So if they allow this third down, it's basically a touchdown. Because they're at the 11. A first down will be out the 1. Let's see what they do. Almost jumped Karloftis. Oh, Sutton dropped another one. That's Sutton, yeah. That's Sutton's 3rd drop of the game, which you don't see. Was that a good coverage by Fulton? Is Fulton having the game of his life tonight here? That's more of Brian Cook's hit at the end. That his helmet hit the ball when he tried to bring it in. Or is it his foot? Either way, Fulton's playing great tonight. Lutz field goal is good, and the Chiefs still have the lead. Let me get back to this scoreboard and find this shit. There we go. So the Chiefs are still leading by 1 point. Who would have thunk? I expect Reed just to come out and knee it and take it to half since they get the ball at half. Yeah, Ruben, I really like what Fulton's doing today. I'm not going to lie. I was counting him off this team. I still am. I don't think he'll be on the roster next year. But if you put 2 solid performances, it's going to make it interesting because he is under contract. So the Chiefs would have to cut him to move on for space. And it could be in Veach's plan. It's like, okay, I may have to decide between Watson or Fulton. And if Fulton keeps showing out, it's like, I like what Fulton's doing here. We already have him under contract, and if there's an open market for Watson to where he feels like he may need to break the bank, he may ride with Fulton. So these next 2 games are going to be crucial for Fulton if he is going to be a Kansas City Chief next year. Or even vice versa, like you talked about trading McDuffie. They could bring back Watson and run with Watson and Fulton too. So it could be a lot of scenarios if Fulton keeps balling out like this the next 2 games. Oh, yeah, Ruben, he is. And, I mean, that's the MO of this Denver Bronco team, too, this year. It's like the Kansas City Chiefs last year. They're not typically a first-half team. They wait till the fourth quarter, and then they find a way to win a game in the fourth quarter. They couldn't do it last week against the Jaguars because Trevor Lawrence was balling out all game. But against backups, who knows? Let's see what they keep doing, and let's see what this game looks like in the fourth quarter. You talking about Fulton's health? I mean, yeah, he has been injured, but so has Jalen Watson too. Watson has been injured to start both of these last 2 years as well. So it's hard to dictate with cornerbacks or even players in general when you look at that realm. It'd be cool if Brashard Smith just returns this kickoff. Come on, Brashard Smith, just return it. Take it out of the end zone. Take it 103 yards. He didn't take it 103 yards, guys. He took it about to the 24. And that's an interesting perspective, Mr. Wonderby. I do, but like the Broncos right now, the AFC is so weak. I wish the Chiefs could be in the race because it could make things a lot more interesting. Unfortunately, they're not with no powerhouses in the AFC. That does suck. But good run by Kareem Hunt. He picks up 9. They'll take it at half. But like what you mentioned too, I don't know. It's just been that year, Mr. Wonderby. Josh Simmons and Rashee Rice healthy a full year. You would like to think that makes a difference, but just the way things have unfolded and things, I don't know at this point. This year just was not our year. They're talking with Reed before half. Right now, Andy Reid, he's just praising Spags' defense, and he's impressed with what Chris Oladokin's done with his first start. Right on cue. Our defense is dominating right now, and our offense right now playing good, consistent football to have us have a 1-point lead to say nonetheless for sure. Let's get this stretch break in. And also, too, it'll be news for me, too. I think I saw the final score for these other games, but I didn't see the highlights for these other Christmas games, so it'll be interesting to see how those unfolded. I saw Minnesota was beating Detroit, but I don't know if they actually won that game, so that outcome will be interesting to see for me. And then, what was the other game? Oh, Cowboys and Redskins. Or Commanders, my bad. Whatever you want to call them. Update this thing to show we are at halftime. Bam. 1,000% correct, Ruben. I mean, that's why it's hard to say. It's like if we had this player, if we didn't have this player. I don't know. This season, it was interesting to say the least. Like this season, the way it unfolded and everything like that, it's hard to say. Like we said that in the beginning, it's like, oh, well, when Rice is healthy, we'll see the offense uptick, and then when Rashee Rice is healthy, our offense suspension, it'll pick up, and it did for a little glimpse of time, but then it fell off again, and then the defense fell off, and then there was just no consistent play, and then the offensive scheming as well. It's just like it's hard to say it's hard to assess what this 2025 Kansas City Chiefs football team was really all about. Of course, if me, I solely believe this season was lost due to the coaching staff and the scheming and just thinking what they did last year could work for this year. And that's why I feel like it didn't matter what player you put on the field. I believe there was a lot of complacency that started from the coaching staff and then it went down. And that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. This team will get a much needed rest because they played more football than any team. So take that, reassess, reevaluate, actually fill the holes too, because that's something they didn't do last offseason. You knew you had holes in certain areas, whether that be pass rusher, whether that be your running back room, whether that be your secondary. And you didn't do much to assess it. And if you did, you drafted in that position. And then when you draft in that position, we all know how the draft process works with the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't start right away. So you literally tried to roll out the team who took a belt to ass against the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, and you thought that team would do the same thing did in the regular season to this year, and it didn't pan out, which is a good learning experience for everyone, because also last year, there was a little luck involved in all of that, and a little bit of that when you win 11 games in a row by one possession. Like, yes, it shows you're a mature team, experienced, and you know how to win those games. But that falls off eventually, and we've seen it fall off this year where, they lost 7 of 8 one-score games this year? NFL is a quick league, and it can catch up to you quickly, and the Kansas City Chiefs learned that this year. And that's the thing. I mean, 100% factual, Teresa, as well. The thing is, those punches started stacking up to where they became knockout blows as well. And there was a point the league was scared of the Kansas City Chiefs. There's no fronting it. There's no lying. And fan bases across the league could say, no, they weren't. No, they were. Because even to this day, even against... You saw the Tennessee Titans last week, not even playing Patrick Mahomes. They won that game and they made it look like their Super Bowl because they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Every team that comes wants to beat the Kansas City Chiefs because that's their Super Bowl. And those punches finally took a toll. The Chiefs became predictable. We've heard it from players this year and coaches this year that they didn't change anything up and they look predictable, and that bit them in the ass. So hopefully this offseason, that predictability goes away and the offensive genius that Coach Reed claims to be and has known for the last 20 years comes back to life, because if that predictability stays, it doesn't matter what player you have on this team. It doesn't matter how healthy Patrick Mahomes is. You're not going to win many games if the opposing team knows what you're about to do. Happy for Chris Doladokin and Brashard Smith, though, on that first touchdown pass, which they're highlighting right now. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know. It seems like he's thrown for more, but he hasn't. Oladokin is 5 for 9, 27 yards and a touchdown. Hey, right now you're leading. You're winning a game. Keep that up. That play by Christian Fulton, phenomenal. And also Nick Bolton's awareness as well. Oh, they're waxing Fitzpatrick's chest? What's going on here? Sorry, I don't watch that many Thursday night football games. I guess the loser of their pick'ems has to wax their chest. Well, how would that work with Carissa Thompson? What are we doing there? What if she was to lose? I know they can't air that kind of stuff. What are we doing? See, there's something I'm missing for sure. Right now, I'm pulling up social media. I don't believe there's no injuries to discuss, but you never know in today's day. There's always a surprise injury that seems like pops up. And that's another surprise stat too. Like I saw that. Like it's hard to assess what this Kansas City Chiefs team is. I've seen this post basically all year where a top 5 defense, a top 10 O-line, and a Hall of Fame coach somehow missed the playoffs. And then it shows the fewest of points allowed all year, and the Chiefs are top 5. And they've actually allowed one less point than the Denver Broncos this year. It's literally the Chiefs statistically on both sides of the ball would be a playoff team, but that's why I always go back to coaching, because why on the field and statistically it shows up, but the record doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. I was like, what are they showing here? I don't see no new injuries popping up here. Everyone's raving about Christian Fulton, rightfully so, because he should. Give him his flowers. He's been having a good game. Brian Cook's been having a good game as well. This second half, how it unfolds, is going to be interesting. See if the Chiefs can keep that pressure on the Broncos here. But we've seen the Broncos this year and in the first matchup as well. The Broncos are a second half team. And when it was in Denver and they asked Sean Payton after half, he was like, oh, this is the position I want to be in. He's like, I know we'll come back and win. So let's see what the Chiefs do coming out of half. Mr. 100V, that's very valid. Very true to say the least. Oh, so the Lions did lose to the... Oh, well, see, there you go. One third string quarterback won today because the Vikings had a third string quarterback out there. So fuck it. Olado can get a win too. And he eliminated the Lions. which the Lions had a year no one expected as well. Appreciate you tapping in. Hey, well, we're enjoying the holidays right now. We already know what it's about. The Chiefs are surprising us today. Hey, giving us Chris Oladokin's giving us a lead at halftime with a chance. I'm all for it. So we're just enjoying good football and having a time right now. Hope you're having a great holiday season too and enjoying some good football. And hey, if the Chiefs can come out with a W, all positivity along the way. And again, the Chiefs can make it. It's something we've discussed all year, but we haven't really seen. But the Chiefs have done some interesting things today as well. They get the ball to start the half. If they can put a long offensive drive together, or shit, it doesn't even have to be a long offensive drive. If you come out after half and score a touchdown, the Denver Broncos may be like, "Oh shit, we actually got a game on our hands today." Chris Oladokin's balling out here. The defense is doing their thing, stopping us. Put Denver in a position to where they will have to play for that number one seed. And I can imagine if the Chiefs do win this game, that Chris Jones, Travis Kelce after the game was like, we know we're out of it, but we don't want Denver to have the number one seed. Like, I could believe it'd be some stuff like that. Yeah, Ruben, they are talking about it heavy, which I understand because it's the last game at Arrowhead this year, so rightfully so, but he didn't announce anything. So who knows? He can come back on a 1 year deal next year at a cheaper contract and be like, you know what? Like he mentioned with Tony Gonzalez in his pregame interview that was recorded, when Gonzalez is like, if I was you, I would retire basically because you've got the rings, you got the records. What else is there to play for? And he's like, because something's telling me I'm not done. He's like, I love playing this game. And right now, I'm undecided because I don't feel like I should be done. So if he doesn't feel like he needs to be done, hey, let him do what he needs to do. He shouldn't be a primary target on this team. The Chiefs should definitely still invest, but even at his age, 36 year, where he's basically close to 800 receiving yards for a tight end, is kind of ridiculous to think about it. And Chiefs Kingdom, and including myself, we're hard on him. And to see a 36-year-old tight end put up 800 yards and 5 touchdowns in a season, you don't even see that from fucking 25 to 27-year-old tight ends nowadays. So we're ungrateful but grateful at the same time because we want prime Kelce on this team, but this Kelce is still very productive. He's had his mistakes. There's no doubt about it. He has. But also, he's been very productive for this team, too. The Chiefs scored their first touchdown in the last 9 quarters, too, today. So that's also a beautiful sight to see. I can understand Oladokin's low stat numbers, but Bo Nix, you're 13 of 22, 86 yards. Yeah. Oh, Teresa, I don't even stretch that. Kelce is legit in the debate for greatest of tight end of all time. Like, honestly, no disrespect. Like, I think it's crazy to think that he top 5. Like, he's got to be in that discussion for greatest of all time. Now, anyone can choose who you want. It could be a debate between Gronk, your Gonzalez, Kelce. They're all rightfully so to be greatest of all time. But Kelce's in that discussion. I wouldn't be surprised if Kelce retires. No, I wouldn't. This kickoff is underway. Brashard Smith is returning it. He finds a little lane. He takes it to the 36-37. I wouldn't be surprised if Kelce retires, and rightfully so if he needs to. Oh, here's Sean Payton. He's always cocky after these ones. Okay, so he's talking about the Chiefs' run game, and now they're trying to take time off the clock, which rightfully so when you have a QB3. And he says they need to get to Oladokin. So expect some pressure here, and Oladokin may feel uncomfortable. So let's see how he answers that. But 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Handoff Pacheco. He's pushing forward. Okay, Pacheco. It's only like a 3 or 4 yard gain, but I'll take it. It'd be funny if Coach Reed just says, you know what? Let's dial up a shot. They don't expect Oladokin to throw one. That was actually a 3 yard carry, 2nd and 7 for the Chiefs. Benito coming in hot. Just run it, Oladokin. Oh, he drops it on his own. Oh! You can't. Like, Oladokin's an exciting play. You can't deny that. He literally drops the ball, has pressure in his face, and zings one to Juju. He's an exciting player. This is literally what Mahomes would do. Like he mentioned, the announcer mentioned, most quarterbacks just dive on it and get down so nothing happens. No, he's looking downfield wanting to make a play. His mom and his brother's reaction to it. The Chiefs are now in enemy's territory at the 48. Kareem Hunt's the lead back. Play action. Looking deep. Going deep. He drew the pass interference. He drew the pass interference on a deep shot on Patrick Surtain. I knew Coach Reed would draw up a shot because they don't expect it. I knew they didn't expect him to draw up a shot here. Yep, he wrapped up top. Yep. In this, Oladokin, in this drive and a touchdown. The Chiefs are on the 21 near the red zone. Just throw it away, kid. Throw it. Ooh, that's a dumb play. That's a dumb play by Oladokin. That's a learning experience. He became a runner there, and you got to be aware. Like when you see him tuck the ball away, that's not what you do. When you got throw that shit away. You're out of the pocket. Throw it away. You got to learn from that. You can't do that one. And that's what you mentioned. He got confused, and it's going to be a good learning experience for sure. Because you lost 10 yards. So it's 2nd and 19. And that was a pass behind Hollywood Brown. Right now, you just want to pick up any little yards to get Bucker closer. He is in field goal range. Look at Mahomes. He's like, fuck. He's like, I need to be out there. Mr. 100B, yeah, I feel for any cornerback out there. I really do. I would just run it. I would run it and try to make this 10-6. You're not getting us 3rd and 19. They're going 5 wide. Okay, Kareem Hunt's coming back to the line. I was like, what the fuck are we going 5 wide for? And he just loses more yards. Oh, fuck me. That was a stupid call. That's all play call. I'm not calling a screen to Juju there. That was the first time I've been frustrated all game, and that was just because it was Bucker's not making this. Let's not kid ourselves. A 53-yard field goal? Come on. We're not stupid. He made it. He made it. I will give it to you, Bucker. The wind was kicking and he made it. Good for you, Bucker. Because I doubted it. I didn't think I was changing the scoreboard. So the Chiefs did put up points. Not a touchdown, but you put up points. So, hey, I will give you that. I need to charge my watch here. That thing was dying on me. Bam. Bam. But, hey, you see the scoreboard. Oh, I didn't update the quarter, though. We're in the third quarter, and the Chiefs got the lead. Who would have thought it? It's still a one-possession game, though. But, hey, they fighting today. Yeah, Teresa, I think Santa Claus was out there right above the stadium with Rudolph rolling through and helping that wind blow and keep it inside the post. Yeah, I was just as shocked as you guys that he made it. When I saw a 53-yard field goal, I was like, ain't no way in hell he making that. Ain't no way in hell. And that's he like if we're real too, like special teams, like I don't believe Tobe should be the coach on this team no more. And a big reason why the Chiefs are the record they have is Bucker has left a lot of points on the field this year. And who's to say some of those points don't change the record or outcome for some of these games? Because I remember specifically in some of these games where Bucker's missed kicks, one, didn't put points on the board, and two, changed momentum of the game. So, again, weird season, to say the least. Right, Mr. Wonderby? Like, we're all relaxed. And that's the thing, we're relaxed. We're winning a game in the third quarter. I don't know when's the last time that's happened. But we're accepting the outcome. Win or loss because we don't got nothing to fight for, but we're just enjoying good football. I can finally say let's have some fun with some peace in my mind knowing we will actually have some fun. Yeah, Teresa, like I have to go back and see it, but I really believe he's lost us some games. And not just, I mean, missing points for sure, but I know he's a momentum swinger. And it's definitely happened this year. His kickoff is underway, and that too. Even not just field goals. When he kicks a ball out of bounds and the team starts on the 40, that's a momentum swinger in itself. Good tackle by McDonald and Williams. Those Broncos will start on the 29. And you know what's crazy too? This isn't just for the number one seed as well. If the Broncos lose tonight and the Chargers beat the Texans, the Broncos may lose the division, which would be hilarious. So much for the number one seed. You may not even win the AFC West, which would be hilarious. But here's 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 29. Because they play the Chargers the last week of the season, and I may be tuned into that one. Handoff to Harvey. Ooh. Oh, you got to wrap up, Williams. I was about to give Noel Williams some huge praise, and he just let Harvey get out of that tackle for a gain of 3. The Texans still have a shot at the number one seed. That's just, it's a less than 1% shot, but that's just how crazy the AFC is. A team that hasn't even clinched a playoff spot still has a shot at the number one seed. Here comes 2nd and 5 for the Broncos. Franklin's in motion. Quick pass to Sutton. Fulton's been all over the field today. I've been really impressed with him. That'll be a first down. It was a pickup of 6 on a 2nd and 5. Like, Fulton was on his man and then just a clean up tackle at the end. He's been playing really solid football tonight. All right, here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 39. Trotman's in motion. Handoff to McLaughlin. The Chiefs are so frustrating on the run defense today. Like, I just can't explain it. It's like, it seems like that initial tackler is in the backfield, and then they just get away from it. The running back gets away from him and picks up 6 to 7. Teresa, I'm not going to lie either. I don't like anyone in the division, and I know you agree as well, but I don't. If I had to choose, I'd rather choose the Chargers. And honestly, I respect like what Herbert's done this year. Jim Harbaugh, the team he's put, Herbert fighting through a broken arm, broken hand. Yeah, I would prefer that story. All right, there's the good stuff. Let's bring up a 3rd and 4. Third and 3. Let's see what the defense could do here. Come on, get back there. Let's see what the defense can do tonight. Get a 3rd down stop. McDonald is in the game now. Okay, that's a linebacker I didn't expect to see on defense. Wide open. Middle of the field. Expected. That's what the Chiefs defense does. That's something they're going to have to work on next year. It's obviously something they can't fix this year because they've done it for 17 games. So the middle of the field has just been atrocious when it comes to 3rd down. That's why they're one of the worst, if not worst, teams on 3rd down. But you literally have 4 defenders right there and Trotman wide open. That's been the story of why the Chiefs defense has been inconsistent, where they can make plays, but then they give up the big play. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 43. Four-man blitz. No one gets home. Nick steps up. What a catch by Ingram. I wish Bolton was closer. There is going to be a flag, though. It's a flag in the secondary. It'll probably be on the Chiefs. Oh. It's actually pass interference on Ingram today. Okay. It's rare we see pass interference on the offense, but let's see what Ingram did right here. Did he push off on Bolton? It's interesting. Bolton probably sold it because he lost his footing. It is a push off, but it's just so interesting. Bolton did lose his footing, which draws that flag, so I get it. But yeah. That brings up a 1st and 20 for the Broncos now. Chiefs showing blitz. Bell's out of it. Fulton got burned there, and Sutton finally grabs onto one. You expect him to do that. First and 20, you let him pick up 23. And that's where it's all schemed to me. We've seen the Chiefs do that all the time, where it's been 3rd and long or long yard to go situations, and the Chiefs give it up. That's why I blame coaching. It doesn't matter what player you put out there, they always give it up. So why? It's because the scheme sucks. So here's 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 30. Trotman's in motion. It's a pitch to Harvey. What a tackle by Williams. Good, solid tackle. He lost like 3 yards. He's someone who's going to be promising next year too. Wish we would have saw a lot more of him this year, but when he's on the field, he shows he could be a playmaker. Actually, a loss of 5. So 2nd and 15 coming up. Long yard situation to go, and watch Broncos will probably get close to picking it up. Franklin's in motion. Play action. Harvey. Ooh, but look, see, it's one, that's player's fault because he got juked out of position, but this will bring up a 3rd and 4, 3rd and short. It's just the undisciplinedness. And that's, do you need to fire some coaches, which should be on the table? Because it's inexcusable. And one, it's inexcusable because you got a dumb fuck like this on the team. And I'm not mad, but I'm going to show my passion for it. Chamari Connors plays every snap. And he's still making inexcusable stuff like this. And for whatever reason, Spags has a hard-on for him and keeps him in the game over Jaden Hicks. It makes no sense to me. Jaden Hicks is in the game right now on 3rd and 3. Quick pass, underneath throw. Chamari Connors in coverage again. Everyone knows to pick on Chamari Connors, but Spags doesn't do nothing about that. And this is another long drive because everyone knows this is where the Chiefs are predictable. Dink and dunk eats this team up. And now I know the Kansas City Chiefs have nothing to play for. This is what they were doing when they had something to play for as well, though. So here's 1st and 10 for the Broncos. They're putting up another good long possession drive. They're in the red zone now, near the 19. Trotman's in motion. Handoff to Ooh, what a hit. Ooh, who the fuck was that? Tillery? Tillery laid a nice hit on McLaughlin. And the Broncos are just dominating in everything today. And right now the Chiefs have the lead because they made the most out of interception. Here comes 2nd and 7. Rollout. There's a flag thrown. Let's see what it is. Well, he said a flag thrown. I don't think there was a flag thrown out. Michaels just threw me off. So here comes another 3rd and short, which the Broncos will probably pick up because that's just been the story of this drive and the drives today, where they're sustaining long drives. 3rd and 5. Harvey's in motion. 4-man blitz is shown. Again. Chamari Connor in coverage again. Chamari Connors has been asked. If we could cut him, I'd love it. But as long as Spags is the defensive coordinator, he's going to be on this team. Oh, they're going to say he's short. Interesting. I would have called that more of a push off than the other one. 4th and inches. So here comes the QB sneak. He's probably challenging it, though. Yeah, Teresa, that's exactly what it is. As long as Connor is under contract, which he's under his rookie contract, he's going to see the field. And that's the most unfortunate thing. So Denver's not challenging that. I thought they would, because it looked like a first down, but they'll go for it on 4th and inches here. Nick's, with his legs, can easily just sneak this over and keep this drive going. They've eaten up this whole 3rd quarter. 12 plays, 62 yards, going on 9 minutes. All right, 4th and inches. They're stacking the box. What should they do play action? He got it easily. You stack the middle and you are nowhere close. Those plays are always difficult to stop. This is going to be over a 10-minute drive. This is why the defensive line needs to be a priority for the Chiefs, or just defense in general, because you can't. Again, this is not just because the Chiefs are tanking. They've done this on a week basis where these long possession drives kill them. First and goal at the 9. Mims is in motion. Delay a game. That was delay a game, but hey, he got the touchdown. That was a delay a game too. That sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Can't be too mad at it. I knew they were eventually going to give up a touchdown anyways, and the Broncos are a second half team. The Chiefs couldn't do much with that there, so the Chiefs need to put up points. And that's holding too. Like, he was holding Tillery, but hey, it is what it is. Extra point is good. Denver has the lead by 3. This is what Denver does best this year. They take leads in the end of third, fourth quarter, and then they just clutch up on games with defense. This is a young, inexperienced Chiefs team right now, so it's going to be interesting to see how they attack this Denver Bronco defense going into the fourth quarter, because Denver strives in these positions to where we got the lead in the fourth quarter, we're sending the hounds after you. And the Chiefs have all backups, so Chris Oladokun, let's see what you can do, kid. Well, the Chiefs don't have to change up anything in their game plan either. Keep running the ball, keep doing what you're doing. You just got to make sure that you're seeing Denver take 8 to 10 minutes possession. So with that, you got to view this as like one of your last possessions. Because if you take 3 to 4 minutes and then the Broncos get the ball with 11 minutes in the fourth quarter, they can eat up all that clock. Yeah, Ruben, we definitely need it. We need an elite interior for sure. Whether that be defensive tackle, pass rusher, we need some support to help Chris Jones, because he's still a very good, productive defensive tackle. I don't believe he's elite no more, but with what he draws, doesn't help that either. We need someone else to help draw those pressures. And George Karlaftis isn't that guy. George Karlaftis is just going to be your rotational guy or your pass rusher number 2. He should never be put in position to be your DN number 1. And then, yeah, the Jags spanked them last week, but I like the Jags. The Jags did their thing against us earlier in the year when no one believed in them and everyone thought it was a fluke win against us, and Liam Cohen has them boys playing good. All I hope for Chris Oladokun here is just don't make that mistake. Don't throw an interception now. That's all I hope. Just make a play, kid, but don't make the wrong play, because that would suck for him. You kept this a game managed the whole way, and you have a chance to take the lead again. Just do that. That was a huge sack there that he scrambled, and he just needs to know his awareness better. But the Broncos defense has definitely stepped it up coming out of halftime, so he's going to expect more pressures. All right, this kickoff is getting underway. Let's see what Brashard Smith can do with this. I think they only have one kickoff returner back there. They usually have 2, but it's just been Smith. That'll be out of the end zone, so they'll start on the 30. They probably only have 2 returners. I mean, 1 returner because everyone's on IR. Oh, that's the first time they showed Taylor Swift today. They've actually shown Mahomes in the box more than they've shown Taylor Swift. Who would have thought? Mahomes is the celebrity tonight. And honestly, they haven't even shown Taylor Swift that much at all this year. So, for everyone complaining about that, too. All right, here's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Kareem Hunt's your lead back. Let's see what they can do on this drive. Worthy's in motion. It's a reverse to Worthy. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not like the decisions Worthy's been making today. He has a missed catch. He had an incomplete pass on a screen, and then he read that reverse completely wrong. There's things he's just got to learn, man. And I feel like he's taken a step back this year and more a step forward. Now, yes, he was injured this year, so I'm not going to be too harsh on him. But I would have just loved to see more progression out of Worthy, so I can see everyone's frustration with him. I do believe in him. I really do. But those things, like, you just wish he would have hit that corner a little harder. Here comes Hollywood Brown in motion on 2nd and 9. That's offsides. Okay, so they gave us 5 yards. I'll take that. I'll take a 2nd and 4. Denver, if you can help us anyway, I will take it. And Nick Benito is going to try to take advantage of Pole here. It's that time. So. Yeah, that's not going to work. You're going to have to make plays with the quarterback. You can't just hope Kareem Hunt's going to try to run through a defensive line when there's no offensive line now supporting. That ain't going to work right now. So let's see what Reed has his bag on 3rd down, because if you punt here after the defense was already on the field for 12 minutes, Broncos will score another touchdown. This defense is going to be worn out. Brashard Smith is in the game. Travis Kelce's in motion. Let's see if Oladokin will have time. Nope, nowhere near it. Denver's defense is too stuffed. Chiefs Kingdom, but Denver's defense is elite. They have showed up. The Chiefs aren't going to score another point in this game. So, unfortunate. And that will end the 3rd quarter, and we will go on to the 4th now. Herb in Pennsylvania, I hear you. Something needs to change there. Unfortunately, Andy Reid ain't going nowhere, specifically next year. The relationship is too buddy-buddy there to where they'll give other chances. And that is what it is. The Chiefs will finish the year off at, 6-11? Is that what it'll be? Yeah, 6-11. And there won't even be no debate. Now, you got to hope for Coach Reed's sake. He actually does move on from Nagy, and he hires an elite offensive coordinator, but he'll probably just stick with his tree. But, yeah, he needs to put someone in there that will go back and forth with him to where they're like, no, this is what needs to be called. Because right now, when he sticks in his tree, it's like any offensive coordinator under his tree are just his yes men. Oh, it hasn't been too painful for me. I get it from your perspective, though. But I've come to conclusions what it is. Right now, I'm just hoping to see who we can evaluate out there. And I think Chris Oladokin looked promising in the first 2.5 quarters. And then Denver's defense started tightening up and getting after him. Play calling's it's going to stay vanilla. So that's game here. And the defense played pretty positive, too, today. But right now, they're worn out, so expect another touchdown out of Denver because you literally can't go 3 and out after the defense was just on the field for 12 minutes. That can't happen, and it just did. So Denver will cover. Denver will probably clinch the division today, too, so that sucks to see because I wanted to see that last game of the year between the Chargers and Broncos, and Chargers fight for that division, and the Chiefs kind of ruined the number 1 seed. But, hey. We all honestly, I expected at this point, at the end of the third quarter, I expected the Chiefs to already be losing by double digits. The fact it's only 3, kind of crazy to think. I don't think. Well, it depends too. I know his contract goes through 2029. If he keeps putting up bad seasons, so like if the Chiefs are 6-11 next year, there's gonna be a lot more pounding on the door, and he ain't gonna make it to 2029. That's for sure. But if he gets them back in the playoffs, then yeah, he'll see the end of that contract. It depends on how it all unfolds. They just need to take this offseason very seriously. We're back from commercial break. Starting fourth quarter, Ariza's getting set to punt. Punt is underway. Let's see what he gets out of it. Get there. Josh Williams is terrible, but he did put a little too much leg on it. But I felt like he could have tried to pin that at the 1. He just didn't know where to get to it. So Denver will start at the 20. Or is it 30 now? I don't fucking know. They changed so many special teams rules now. Right now, hey, see what the defense can do. See who wants to make a play. Like I said, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard at this moment for the defense to make a play. They're like, damn, we barely just sat down, and now we're back out here again. Good Lord. That's where if I was Reed, the players that were out the last possession, sit them all, put new players in, and see what you got with them. They got fresh breath. They got fresh legs, whatever you call it. Yeah, Teresa, I truly don't think it's all Nagy, but the only reason I can say it's Nagy is because Nagy is not the guy that will push back on Reed. Reed will call a play. He's like, okay, call a play. And that's probably a full blame on Nagy and then the discipline as well. So, yes, that's where it needs to be changed. But Coach Reed is all responsible for everything in there. Like I said, if the Chiefs were to hire offense coordinator, they need to have someone who's going to go back and forth with Reed to be like, I don't agree with this play call, or I don't agree with this scheme or this game plan against this team. We need to dial up this. Right now, I believe it's just Reed has the game plan set for a week. They're all like, oh, yep, that's good. All right, let's push it forward. Oh, it's shit. Oh, on to the next week. Let's see what the offensive guru has. I don't think there's any kind of back and forth conversations because it's all under his tree. I don't know if they're weak or slow, but they definitely don't know how to get to the quarterback. That's for sure. And that's also another thing we rave about Spags, and the defense is taking a drop for sure this year. There's no question about it. But what he likes in pass rushers, I don't think suits this team, or I don't think suits success in the NFL. Like, I feel like we'll never have like a Myles Garrett or a T.J. Watt. And one, because, well, until this year we don't draft that high, but two, look at the guys he's drafted. George Karlaftis. He likes guys where quote unquote a relentless motor. Yeah, they have relentless motors, but they never get to the quarterback. What does that do us? What good does that do us if you have a relentless motor, but you can't get home? All right, here's 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 20. Harvey's in motion. Quick screen. Marvin Mims. He'll pick up 6. Bolton tried to fight for the football more than a tackle, but still brought him down. All right, here comes 2nd and 4 for the Broncos. Incomplete pass. I thought they were going to call a PI on Fulton, but they didn't. So here's the 3rd and 4, quick short pass. I know, Teresa, that's prime example, too, and 2 of those coaches, and Zach Taylor and, Harbaugh can get fired this year, so that can honestly beat that narrative with the hot seat. But Zach Taylor should be fired as well. It's interesting. If you have a little success and take teams to the playoffs, it's hard for them to let go of those coaches. That's why Reed will be here. It's just there definitely needs to be a shakeup in the staff. Can the Chiefs force a 3 and out? Here's 3rd and 4. Nope. And Connors again. Connors is such dog shit. It's hilarious. Like, I don't know why the fuck he's on the football field. He just doesn't get better. He gets worse. Bo Nix knows. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 34. I'm just going to target Connors because he's not covering his man. All right, 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 32. This will probably be another long drive. Hand off to Harvey. Harvey will pick up 2, maybe 3. Like, they're just showing the stats, and the Chiefs defense has done what they needed to do tonight. They just can't get off the field. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hand off again. And they just can't tackle either. Like, they have him initially in the backfield and he picks up 2 or 3, but here comes another 3rd and 5. And if we want to do rinse, cycle, repeat, short pass, Connor's going to be in coverage, and Connor's going to allow the catch. Guarantee it. That's the Broncos recipe right now. Run, find Connors. All right, here comes 3rd and 4 again. Where's Connors at so I can zone in on him? Broncos look a little confused, but I don't know if that means anything. Chris Jones actually got to him. Okay. That was a good relentless pressure by Chris Jones. Okay. It feels like forever since I seen Chris Jones on the edge get a sack. That was just a good man-on-man beating his guy. Solid play by Jones. That forces a punt. Defense has done their thing today. Let's see what Brashard Smith can do here, if he can do anything with this punt return. Ooh. Oh, it was a line drive kick. I thought he shanked it for a second. Let's see what you can do, Smith. He's got a lane. Brashard Smith. What a return in enemy's territory. He's making himself a name tonight. Solid punt return. He got his first touchdown of the year in his rookie season. Okay, Brashard Smith. And that's another frustrating thing. Again, special teams. You had Remigio fielding punts all year. And then you have a guy like him, the most explosive player on your team probably. And he does stuff like this. Like, when you see someone struggling, it's like, for a consistent period of time, go to the next guy. You need to find life on this team. And Brashard Smith was literally that guy. Yeah, Mr. Wonderby, I will never understand why Chamari Connors sees the field so much. Never. I don't know what they could say Connor does, because I haven't seen him do anything positive. Mr. 100B, I'll take it too. Put another $500K in Chris Jones' pocket, sure. Chris Oladokin, all you got to do here is play safe with the ball. Coach Reed, play conservative, do what you need to do, run, pass. Um, I believe he was tackled like at the 45. So you literally need to pick up 10, 20 yards to get in Bucker. Well, Bucker made a 53-yard field goal today, so let's see how he feels trying to go back to back with that. But you're close to field goal range to tie this thing up again. So Oladokin, let's see what you're about. Don't do anything too stupid. But we've seen this Denver Broncos defense in the second half. They are coming after them, and they're not allowing short passes no more. So the Chiefs offensive line is literally going to have to open up a hole or buy a little extra time for Oladokin to take a shot, which can draw pass interference. It already has done once today. Oh, don't be showing me Patrick Mahomes' knee injury, what snapped and what didn't. They're showing the ACL where the exact, like a graphic of it, and then the outside of the LCL. And now they're showing the injury. I don't want to see it again. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 45. Throw it, Olad. Oh, he found Juju. Oladokin has that Mahomes magic. I swear he does. He just does not give up on a play. See, he even got Mahomes standing up on a torn ACL. Mahomes, sit your ass down. That is literally a Mahomes throw. Oh, 2nd and 1. He didn't pick up the first. Kareem, come on, get that thing. Kareem's got the first. We're under 10 minutes in this game. The Chiefs are approaching field goal range. They may want more. 1st and 10 at the 31. Handoff to Kareem Hunt. He'll pick up a yard. He hit the hole hard. Like I was like, oh, he'll pick up more than that, but he didn't. Like I've been saying, Teresa, Oladokin has been literally zoned into Patrick Mahomes these last 3 years on the practice squad. You could tell just by the way he's been playing. Kareem Hunt looks a little banged up there. He's grabbing his knee on the sideline. So Pacheco's back in the game. Hopefully nothing serious there. He's like grabbing his kneecap. I don't know if it's the pad or the knee bothering him. But here comes 2nd and 9. No sacks, Oladokin. They're showing blitz. And that was a batted away pass that thankfully was deflected to the ground. This is too elite of a defensive line to where you're not going to buy too much extra time. So let's see what the Chiefs do here. Like Bonito just had his hands up right there, but thankfully he didn't get to Smith because if Smith catches it, he's losing yards. All right, 3rd and 9. Just don't take a sack because Bucker ain't making a kick longer than this. There's Smith. Oh, Smith could have broke a tackle. He made out a little lane. But that was a conservative call to try to tie this up. But here's where I highlight Bucker. You make it, you keep the game alive, but if you miss it, that's a momentum swinger. And I consider you losing this game. So let's see what happens here. This is another long field goal for Bucker. What is this one for him? 47 yards. Let's see. The wind is kind of kicking. He's going to push this to the left. Okay. He made it, but as you see, because I thought he was going to push it too far to the left because the wind was going right, but he adjusted well. Bucker's doing his thing tonight. We got a tie game again. Didn't think we'd have a tie game in the fourth quarter, but here we are. Yeah, that was a rough game that week for sure. I don't know. I don't like either team, honestly, Mr. 100B, but I don't know. I think I don't like the Broncos more. I just don't like the attitude of Sean Payton and stuff like the cockiness and shit like that. I don't know. And I have more respect for Justin Herbert than Bo Nix. I wonder how motivated and hot Chris Jones is going to be coming out on this drive, knowing, hey, you got to stop here. And you get the offense the ball back. A field goal could win it. Hey? Teresa, I will say that too. Do they only have like one penalty tonight? Like, yes. We're used to seeing them have between 9 to 11 penalties every game. And you see how, like, imagine if Mahomes was playing in this game. With one penalty, I don't believe there's been any false starts or holding on the offensive line, which is crazy to say because it's been all backup offensive linemen. If Mahomes was working with that all year, if Mahomes was in this game, the Chiefs would probably be winning this game. Flat, plain and simple. With no penalties, no turnovers, they're running the ball, trying to at a consistent pace. Yeah, this would be a different game with Mahomes back there for sure. The fact Chris Oladokun has this tied in the fourth quarter. But of course, it's not just that easy too because the Broncos would have had a different scheme as well. Mr. 100B, I can't argue with that. So I completely agree. Teresa, it is, but that's been the real reality of the Kansas City Chiefs in 2025. Kickoff is underway. It's out of the end zone. The Broncos will start on the 30. Let's see what the defense can do. Because all the obstacles that Mahomes had to work with the penalties, with literally picking up a 20-yard gain and then Jawan Taylor getting a flag and coming back, like, that's derailing in games, and that hasn't happened at all today. A turnover would be fun here. 13-13 with 8 minutes left. Oh, yeah, Mr. 100B, I'm scared. Because he'll make a play, and it'll be the play we don't want to see. Or, like you said, he'll get a play made on him. All right, here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 35. Let's see what the defense has in them. Mims is in motion. Looking deep. He underneath man. Ingram, he'll pick up 6. Here comes 2nd and 4. I expect Harvey to touch the ball here to make a 3rd and manageable or to pick up the 1st. Showing blitz. Will they back out of it? Hand off to Harvey like I called. And it'll be third and short. Harvey's a strong runner. He never got tackled, but the whistle was blown. This will be third and one. Okay, whatever. I thought it was third and two. All right, third and one. Let's see what Spags has up his sleeve. I don't think the Chiefs will stop to third and less than two today, so I expect this drive to go on. But hey, we may see a miracle. We can get a Christmas miracle, right? Let's see what happens. It's a pitch. Yeah, stumble. Harvey's running him to the ground now. He's a grown man running. And one, I didn't see the cornerback who tried to get outside, but he got leveled. Who was that? Who was that? Oh, it was Fulton. And then great block by Bowles there. Because Fulton tried to make a play there, but just got flatlined. Harvey's a strong runner. Denver knows that they could have the possession. This could be their last possession and eat all of it up because they've done this all day and a field goal wins it for them. Going deep. Fulton's playing out of his mind today. What coverage by Fulton there. I got to give him that golf clap. Look at that. No pass interference. Head turned around. Get your hand up. Second and 10. Let's see what the Broncos do here. Maybe another run to make it third and manageable. Nope, they're throwing. Incomplete. Third and 10. Spags, if I was you, I would let the dogs free. Because they're not in field goal range. If you let the dogs free here and you get a sack and they got to punt the ball, and then Oladokin gets the ball with 5 minutes left and to win the game in his first start, that would be the ultimate Christmas story. So let's see what Spags can draw here. Chris Jones. They're showing blitz. They get out of it. Oh no, they still blitz wide the fuck open. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. This team is so shit though. This is why it's comical because again, I don't care if this is tanking time. If this was fucking week 6 when the Chiefs were fucking 5 and or week 8 when they were 5-3, they still did this. They are abysmal on third and long. And Spags didn't dial up anything good there. It's just comical. So first and 10 for the Broncos with 5 minutes left. They're at the 29. Handoff to Harvey, I believe. Harvey is just a bowling ball. He's taking it. He is willing the Broncos to finish this game off. If I was the Broncos, I'd keep giving it to him. Right now, he's averaging 5 yards a carry just on this drive. Uh-oh, Bolton's hurt. He was on the injury report, too. Well, you know he's not playing next week. With the Chiefs putting all their players on IR. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, though, on his end. I kind of want. I just want to see for fun if Denver scores, which they're in field goal range, so they should score unless they get a turnover. I want to see what Oladokin can do inside 2 minutes to win a game or tie a game up. I don't think the offensive line will give him time, but I just want to see it. There's a long injury timeout break, so hopefully Bolton was able to walk that off, but we'll see coming back from it. Well, Teresa, I don't know too much about that theory because I mean, yes, I get that, but when the Chiefs were a good team last year, they couldn't blow out bad teams either. So you know that very well. So I guess as long as you can get a W, you take a W. Bolton walking off, but I'll tell you what, he don't look good. All right, Bossa, come back out there. Oh, it's fucking Cochran. Don't want to see him. I haven't seen Bossa since the second quarter. Look at Connor in motion. Harvey again. I keep giving it to Harvey. Harvey's a fucking bowling ball here. We're going under 4 minutes now. Yeah, Teresa, the Cochran. Cochran, the guy who sucks on special teams, is filling in for Bolton. Timeout by the Broncos with under 4 minutes to go. Bo Nix looks a little frustrated because there was miscommunication on that play call and probably didn't want to use a timeout so early. Yeah, both. Okay, if he is back out there, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't see that. But yeah, he's probably like, no, we still got a real chance in this game. Even though Bolton hasn't really been playing that great either, but you know. We're under 4 minutes coming off the Denver Bronco timeout. They actually only have one timeout left. Oh, Teresa was right. Bolton is back out there. You may be a little ahead of me then because I didn't, or I just missed the play. But here comes 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 18. Lil Jordan Humphreys in motion. Connors in the slot. Quick screen to Mims. Noel Williams, wrap him up. Good solid tackle by Noel Williams, and with Brian Cook coming in. That's a loss about 3. Noel Williams broke his block and then got the tackle. That's a good solid rep by Noel Williams there. Bringing up 2nd and 13. Third and 13. Nick's looking end zone, scrambling, wide open right there. Bolton's got to close that space. He gets there eventually, but this is going to bring up 3rd and 5. I think he went out of bounds, but it wasn't forward progress, so the clock is going to continue to run under 3 minutes. Can the Chiefs get a stop and hold them to a field goal? Third and 5. You get a stop here. It's more manageable. If Denver scores a touchdown, I just don't see the Chiefs scoring a touchdown. Where's Chamari Connors? What a tackle by Bolton. He picks up 4. 4th down. What does Sean Payton do here? Does he kick the field goal to take the lead? It's going to be 2-minute warning, though. Or does he get greedy? And it looks like he's going to get greedy with it. Let's see. I hope this bites him in the fucking ass. I know it's very highly unlikely the Chiefs get a stop on 4th and 1. But it would be hilarious that you could have took a field goal to get the lead and your defense has been playing dominant this second half to where you probably can win this game 16-13. You get too greedy and the Chiefs actually make a stop on 4th down. That would be the most funniest shit to me. Now my laptop want to be dying on me because it's an old ass laptop, so let's switch this out. Bam. That thing back on. But all Bo Nix has to do is, where's Chamari Connor? Find him, throw towards him. Because the first down, even at first down, inside 2 minutes, if they pick it up, the Chiefs would have to use all 3 timeouts and a field goal. Yeah, it would put the Chiefs in a weird position. So let's see what happens here. And it's funny too, not even as a fan. If they go for a 4th, I just want to see the stop because I want that cockiness to backfire on Sean Payton so badly. And that's why I said, like, when I was talking to Mr. 100B, it's like, I don't like the Broncos because I don't like the way Sean Payton is. He reminds me too much. Well, I'm not going to go to that level. But, man, he's up there with Nick Sirianni where they both just can be dicks and just overly cocky and overly confident. And I just want them to be shut up. So they're keeping the offense on the field. Let's see if it's a legit thing or if they're just trying to draw the Chiefs off here. And there's a lot of young players on the Chiefs defensive line. Well, actually, there's not. There's no excuse for the Chiefs to jump off. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. It's going to be a direct snap if that's what they're calling. It could be on Chris Jones. Let's see. It could be on Chris Jones. Chris Jones might have jumped. That's unfortunate. And Chris Jones did it to start the year, and now he did it this year. Your best, most expensive player. I said nothing was going to upset me this game. That does. That's fucking excusable. That's fucking stupid. Your leader. And this is why the Chiefs are a bad football team. Their first penalty of the night. You knew what they were doing. They just wanted to draw you off. In your own home stadium. That's Chris Jones' season. He's done that a lot this year. Hand off to Harvey. He'll take it to the 1. I don't know what the Chiefs want to do here. The Chiefs will call their first timeout, so they really want a chance to win this game. But I tell you what, man. Any shot of that, Chris Jones basically shit that away. Unless somehow you hold them to a field goal. And Teresa, I mean, again, it's an interesting perspective, and I would say, yeah, you let them score here, but the Chiefs aren't going to score a touchdown. So it's like, do you hope for a stop and kick a field goal, and then you get a good return, and then you only need 10, 20 yards for Bucker to get in range? Is that more manageable? Because the Chiefs aren't going to drive. They haven't. They haven't drove the whole field today. The only time they scored a touchdown today was when Nick Bolton had an interception and they started on the 45-yard line. So the Chiefs probably legit want to make a stop and use all 3 timeouts. I just don't think it's likely. Because if Denver scores a touchdown, this game, unfortunately, is over. But it keeps that top 10 draft pick alive. That's just out of all ways I thought we would lose this game today. One, I thought it was going to be double-digit loss. But the fact your leader on defense, that's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. And unfortunately, we've seen that all year. Travis Kelce, don't want to hype on him because nothing negative on his side, but he's had those inexcusable plays this year. Chris Jones as well. When it comes from your leadership side, it's a trickle effect down. And then that's why the Chiefs are who the Chiefs are this year. Your first penalty of the game, and it was the one that cost you the game. That's the story of the Kansas City Chiefs in 2025. Even though no matter how well the Chiefs do here and stop, I believe R.J. Harvey is going to pound this in. Like 1 yard away, he's been a bowling ball this drive. Second and goal. Chiefs still have 2 timeouts. Yeah, Mr. Wonder B 95 has been frustrating this year. I don't think he's in still. So it'll be third and goal. The Chiefs will use their second timeout. The best thing for the Broncos is to score a touchdown because if they settle for a field goal, the Chiefs are still very much alive in this. I believe Oladokin can get him in field goal range. I just don't believe Oladokin can drive into touchdown in less than 2 minutes. No penalties here to, if they don't get it. R.J. Harvey, let's see what he does. He's a bowling ball. I see him getting this touchdown. He's been running relentlessly tonight. Trotman in motion. Christian Fulton just fell for that. Solid play, game over. Let me update that. And the Denver Broncos, they won the possession tonight, and that's all it is. And I commend the Kansas City Chiefs for staying in this game. I really do, because the fact it was a one possession all the way through like that is nothing I anticipated tonight. But these long drives are killer. He caught Brian Cook out of position. Yep. And then Harvey, I thought he was going to run it in. Hey, a receiving touchdown is just as well. And that'll be nightcap. And Lutz extra point is good. A minute 45 with one timeout. I don't know, guys. Like, the last two possessions, the Denver Broncos defense has been relentless. See Mahomes, his look on his face is like, yep, that's it. Now, what would be a good storybook ending? If Travis Kelce can get the game-tying touchdown? Maybe in his last game. That would be a Christmas storybook. Yeah, Ruben, it's hard to blame. Like, the defense has been on the field all game today. The fact they only allowed 20 points today is crazy in itself. But this is the moment Oladokin has lived for. This is what he played backyard football for as a kid, to have a 2-minute warning drill. Now, with one timeout against the best defense in the league, he probably wanted it a little different. But hey, Christmas night, your first start, down 7. Time to make yourself a name. Let's see what you got, kid. Oh, Teresa, yeah, I easily thought we were losing by 3 touchdowns. The fact that we literally lost the game in the last 2 minutes, unfortunately because of our veteran defensive tackle, sucks. But hey, yeah, I thought this game would have been over in the second quarter. The way the Titans manhandled us, yeah. Yeah, Mr. 100B, I'd love to see Kelce here. Oh, Ruben, yeah, that's unquestioned too. I think the Chiefs as a team played actually fairly well today. Like, if Mahomes is your quarterback today, the Chiefs win this game. But in general, like you saw with the Titans as well, there's a lot of issues and holes that they need to address this offseason for sure. And that may need to be what it is, Mr. 100B. Take a shot to Worthy. Have him fucking finally catch a pass tonight. If not, draw another pass interference. If I'm Oladokin, that's what I am. I'm just taking shots to make sure it's not intercepted and drawing PIs. Screw it. But also, too, this is the perfect time to write a storybook ending for Travis Kelce, too. Maybe not the Super Bowl ending you want, but if you can get a touchdown in walk-off fashion, kickoff is underway. That'll go out of the end zone. A minute 45. The Chiefs will start on the 35. Let's see what they got, folks. We haven't had a game like this in a while where the Chiefs have a chance to tie this up and take it to overtime in 2 minutes. Shit, Mr. 100B, can I have Chamari Connors play on the Broncos defense for a series? That's what we need. If he was out there right now, I'd feel confident that Oladokin could do this. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, a minute 45 left. Let's see what Oladokin has. Kelce coming back inside. Quick screen to Kelce. Picks up 5. Fast pace may work for the Chiefs here. Let's see. Picks up 4. Quick pass to Kelce again. He'll pick up 3. It'll bring up 3rd and short. Why did they take a timeout now? Oh, yeah, they lost. That's terrible clock management. Why would you take your timeout now? Oh, that makes no sense to me. Like, you still have a whole field to drive if you thought. I don't get it. Oh well. I mean, like I said, I don't see him driving the field, but that would have been where, because you have 2 downs to pick up a yard, so I would think you'd pick up a yard at fast pace. Now you slow it down, let the Broncos catch their breath. Yeah, I don't get that. That's terrible call by Coach Reed calling a timeout here. 3rd and 1. What, you're going to give it to Kareem Hunt and play fast? That's literally what they did. Okay. Okay, Kareem Hunt. But see, I don't know about that. I mean, it's great it succeeded. You could have did that on 3rd and 1 without calling the timeout. Oh, well, now you got an injury timeout. Hufanga's hurt. So that, unfortunately, I'm not cheering for a injury whatsoever. But an injury timeout works for the Chiefs here. Jalen Royals has his helmet on. Is he getting out there? I haven't seen his ass all fucking day. Watch him get the game-tying touchdown. No, Jalen Royals going back to the sideline. Reed's like, get your ass back there. We don't want to see nothing from you. All right, we got a minute 3 after an injury timeout. The Chiefs are past midfield. They're actually at the 42. Kareem Hunt's lining up out in the slot. What's going on here? Okay. Looking deep. Kelsey, solid catch. If this is going to be a Kelsey 3 catches on this drive, I hope this ends up being a touchdown to Kelsey. That would be so phenomenal. Come on. All right, keep it up. Come on. You got to kill it. You got to kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Good run by Oladokin. They try to intercept it like what I forgot that player on the Eagles did when he went under it. There's 25 seconds left on 3rd and 3. You got to play the sideline here. Or just a quick pass to pick up the first down. What a play by Kelsey on that. Pick up this 3rd down. Don't get everything here. Just pick it up, clock it. And like Al Michaels mentioned, if you do happen to score, you go for 2 and fuck overtime. Oh, the Chiefs got to delay a game. That's the last thing you needed. Fuck. Okay, that's unfortunate. 3rd and 3 goes to 3rd and 8 now. What the fuck happened there? 2 of the Chiefs' biggest penalties happened inside this 2 minutes. Third and 8. Of course, if you don't get this, it's 4-down territory. So let's see what Oladokin has here. Pass interference. They didn't call the PI. Well, it's all or nothing here. 4th and 8. Damn. Kelsey laid out for it, but they ain't going to give that. Yeah, Teresa, I didn't think my blood pressure would feel that, but I do feel my heart rate going up a little bit. I don't know why. All right, here's the game here. Can Oladokin pick up a 4th and 8? End zone. Overthrew him. That's game. What an effort, kid. I'm going to give you your golf clap. You didn't come up with the victory. You tried. Fuck you, Chris Jones. Kelsey, you put your heart on the last drive. Unfortunate. If you know what? If that ball was a little lower, Hollywood Brown probably comes down with that catch. But he tried to put it up there where it was either Brown or nobody. But watch how Brown comes up. Yeah, it was just way too high. But if that was a little lower, I don't know. That's good coverage. Yeah, it probably wasn't going to be a catch. Good shit. Good shit, Oladokin. Great game by the defense. Chris Jones, you can fuck off tonight. Yeah, I mean, they played a really good game. I will give them that. Defense was put in unfortunate circumstances all night, but what to expect when we have a young third-string quarterback out there. They managed to stay in the game. That's huge. I believe Denver won the division with this game, I think, so that sucks. Oh, that's their, second head coach. Oh, they got 13 wins this year. Yeah, fuck Broncos too. But hey, it is what it is. But a way better game than I expected, so. They're all dapping up Kelsey and stuff like that. If the Chiefs would have won tonight, we would have heard more. We would have heard from the Chiefs and stuff, but we're not going to hear from them because they don't talk to losers. Definitely. At least we saw a fun, competitive game. It just didn't turn out the way we wanted. Well, I guess it did. Either or. Win, loss. It was entertaining. Yeah, Mr. 100B, we know that don't happen. Right now, I'm just watching Kelsey as they all are too. Him soaking it in, dapping up every player. Don't know if it's his last ride, but he's greeting everyone like it is. I mean, typically you do that anyways, but it just seems a little different right now. Hey, Ruben, I appreciate you sticking with us through this whole Christmas craziness we had. Appreciate it, and we'll check it out again next week, too. Right now, I'm going to stay on a little longer, so if y'all want to tune in for that long, I appreciate that. I'm going to see if anything unfolds here, but I don't think so. They're keeping the camera on Kelsey. Yep, he's off into the locker room, so nothing there. Chris Jones gives him a hug. Chris Jones can actually say, "I'm sorry, I probably lost your last game." If anything, really. Oh, really, Teresa? I thought the Broncos were a game up on them. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, yeah, we're not going to see much here. So with that, Chiefs Kingdom, I will wrap this thing up then. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your Christmas holiday to spend it with me and watch our Kansas City Chiefs with a third string quarterback out there, with us already knowing what the outcome was going to be of this game. Now, it was a competitive game, and it ended up being more entertaining than we expected. But the fact you guys decided to come in and enjoy a game with the team already eliminated, I'm so thankful for that. You guys don't even know. I'm very appreciative of it. So we will still keep this rolling. We got one more game on the slate, and it will be against the Raiders. And honestly, with the way the team looked today, the defense and Chris Oladokin, they may end it off on a high. The Raiders look pretty pitiful. So we'll see how they cap it off against the Raiders. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, and I'll continue to mention, just because the season ends doesn't mean this channel ends. We are still running heavy. So expect to see heavy off-season content probably early January. Of course, I'll keep the shorts rolling. Early January, I'm going to have a cruise, so there may be a little time I'm delayed, and then I'm moving. So January is going to be an interesting period, so there may be a little spurts of delay, but it won't be too long. The content will still push out. We're going to talk off-season football and playoffs as well, and It's going to be interesting perspective, but we're going to have fun with that. So with Chiefs Kingdom, I'm checking out. Y'all take care. Peace.